other students that don't have their work done, since you're the teacher from the 5 prophets, you make sure you know all about them anyway. Then you just join in that one group, you know that student doesn't have it, and then you're helping that group get that prophet's knowledge. And so there's many ways that you can support it. Sira Jeopardy. I have empty templates for Jeopardy. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, those are the 2 I have. But I can email them to you. In fact, I'll email them to Sohail, and then Sohail can disseminate them to the rest of you. Let's play. Who would like to be the first one to pick? Oh, come on. Go ahead. See? Look! The students want to play! All right, pick a category. The categories are the prophet's family, the prophet is a young boy, Muhammad, peace be upon him, a noble man in society, phase of secrecy and the open call to Islam, and then al-Sabiqun, al-Awwalun, and the early Muslims. This was made by our Sira teacher for the Web Youth program that we run out in the western suburbs.
I'll break the prophet's family for 200.
Go ahead, I'll take the prophet's family for
200.
Alex. No problem. The prophet's family for 200. He's going to be conservative. He's not sure how much I'm going to test him. He was the youngest of Abdul Muttalib's sons and the prophet's father.
Abdullah, Razitana.
Please phrase it as a question.
Abdullah, Razitana.
Who is Abdullah? Very good. Very good. Got another one? Anybody want to challenge him, gentlemen? Let's take one of the teachers. You pick a teacher.
Let's see.
Azranti. Oh, they went for the... Azranti, what's your category? You can pick the prophet's family, the prophet as a young boy, or Muhammad, peace be upon him, a noble man in society. Phase of secrecy and open call, like the 3 years in Mecca, and then the rest. The al-Sabiqun, al-Awwalun, the early Muslims.
Over 500.
Prophet as a young boy.
Prophet as a young boy for?
500.
For 300.
300. Like all the prophets before him, the prophet's first job was as this. Not only are they learning about the prophet, they're learning about the other prophets. What were many of the prophets? What was his first job?
His shepherd. Yeah, that's what the boy.
What is a shepherd?
Yeah.
What is a shepherd? MashaAllah. And what does a shepherd do? Take care of their flock. Who are we? He was perfectly trained for his life's work, right? As a shepherd, he learned to take care of sheep. As the prophet, he learned to take care of his ummah. So you're teaching as they're playing, okay? Again, all of these are parts of learning. And there are a lot of different ways. We listen to Dawood Warren's Bialy songs all the time, or some of the new songs by Native Deen and some of the other places. There's a song out which is a rap song. Oh, I had this and it's supposed to play when I press it, but I'm sorry, I don't have it. But there's a song which talks about, nobody knows the moment we die. Does anyone remember that song? And then there's the scene of a girl who chooses not to go to a party because she thinks it's not going to be the right kind of party, and she's driving home from a halakha. And there's a Muslim boy who chooses to go to the party, doesn't drink, but is involved with the kids who do. He's coming home from his party, their cars crash, and they both die. Okay? Both of them were out on the road. Both of them, though, were in different places with different intentions. Great discussion. Play the song, you've hooked the kids. Islamic studies, Aqidah, this is it. Play the song, have a discussion. Creating crossword puzzles. Puzzlemaker.com is probably one of the easiest places. Any crossword puzzle you want for any topic, you put in the questions, and there's another place to put in the answers. It will create the entire puzzle for you. It's amazing. Amazing. I have my kids go on astrolabe.com and say, I'm giving you $10. Not really, but figuratively. I want you to pick the most important purchase on astrolabe.com. for $10. It could be Sound Vision. You can go to any Islamic site, right? You're teaching them to shop because a lot of them are shopping online. You're teaching them to go online to a Muslim site, Aqidah class, this could be Sira class, whatever, and say, pick the one thing that you would want in your home library. Come back next week and tell me why you picked it. Someone might say it's a Sira story because I really wanted to learn about the Prophet and I don't think I know enough. Someone else might say, It's a book on the Quran translated in easy English by Thomas Cleary because I understand his version, but I have a tough time understanding someone else's. Another child might say it's a game, Race to the Kaaba, because I have got Monopoly and I got Scrabble and I got all this other stuff, but I don't have something that's fun to play. You get to learn them, that's assessment, they're coming back, they're telling you about it, and you're teaching them aqidah when they come back and they talk to you about what it is. Again, stop, reflect, look forward. We're going to take a 5-minute working break, and then the rest of it is very short. We'll try to get out of here before 3:30. And inshallah, what I would like you to do during this break is, what's one lesson that you wish you could teach in a better way? Like, what happened this year that bombed? I have lessons all the time. All the time. I'm like, what did I just do to my students? And then, you improve on it. What's one lesson you feel you didn't do well, that didn't come across well? You didn't meet their needs. Here's a time for us to be critical of ourselves. It's good when the teacher or the principal evaluates you. It's even better when we are reflective as educators and we know what didn't work in our private little classrooms. And we know what we want to improve for next year. The reason I say pick the negative one is, we have time, pick both. Pick one positive and one negative one. We could share our positive ones. I'd love to get us into groups, maybe, Mahmoud Uncle, where all 4th grade teachers are together sharing what works so they can share that with each other, or all Quran teachers are in one place sharing what works. But let's be critical. What didn't work? So this next 3-4 minutes, would you talk about, or would you write down in your notes, what didn't work and why it didn't work? More important than moving towards solution is understanding why it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Was it too hard? Was it too easy? Did you use words like extrapolate from this information what you think, and then you were talking to 2nd graders and they didn't know what extrapolate was? So what was the reason it didn't work? Okay, and then we'll come back and we can share. Take a break. These are, I would say they are creative yet effective programs and classes, and I would say they are effective and creative, thank you ladies, programs and lessons, but it will not be an automatic buy-in. If you have a child going home in a typical, especially let's say Desi cultural home, and say, my homework is I have to buy something from Astrolabe on the internet, mommy, I don't know if mommy's going to like that very much right away. So what you will have is parents who ask questions. You will have parents who want to know why listening to a rap Muslim song is part of the Sunday school curriculum. And so this may not be for every school and for every demographic. And now I'm speaking to Mahmoud Uncle and Khader Uncle and saying, I think as a group, the board and the administration need to decide, do you want the kids to learn in a more conservative, traditional environment, which is fine, or do you want them to have access to this